June 9th, panic. Few situations, no matter how greatly they appear to demand it, can be bettered by us going berserk. Codependent no more. Don't panic. If a swimmer was crossing a great lake, then suddenly focused too heavily on the distance remaining, he might start to flounder and go under. Not because he couldn't swim, but because he became overwhelmed by panic. Panic, not the task, is the enemy. Many of us have moments when we feel crowded and overwhelmed. We have times when we feel like we cannot possibly accomplish all that needs to be done. We may be facing a task at work, an improvement in ourselves, or a change in our family life. For a moment, it is helpful to look forward and envision the project. It is normal, when we look ahead at what needs to be done, to have moments of panic. Feel the fear and let it go. Take our eyes off the future and the enormity of the task. If we have envisioned the goal, it will be ours. We do not have to do everything today or at once. Focus on today. Focus on the belief that all is well. All we need to do to reach our goal is to focus on what presents itself naturally and in an orderly way to us today. We shall be empowered to accomplish peacefully what we need to get where we want to be tomorrow. Panic will stop this process. Trust and guided action will further it. Breathe deeply, get peaceful, trust, act as guided today. We can get back on track by treading water until we regain our composure. Once we feel peaceful, we can begin swimming again with confidence. Keep the focus simple, one stroke, one movement at a time. If we can make one movement, we have progressed. If we get tired, we can float, but only if we are relaxed. Before we know it, we shall reach the shore. Today, I will believe that all is well. I am being led, but I shall only be led one day at a time. I will focus my energy on living this day to the best of my ability. If panic arises, I will stop all activity and deal with panic as a separate issue. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is the language of letting go. And when I was an apprentice, just starting out in the electrical construction industry, I'd be driving to a job and it's a 5-story building and a lot of stuff going on, cranes and all kinds of material everywhere and all these different trades. And I'd be driving to work and I would be thinking about all 5 stories of this project, the whole thing, and all the stuff that has to get done, even all the trades that I wasn't even a part of, and even all the aspects of electrical that I had nothing to do with. And I was a first-year apprentice just learning this trade, but I would be thinking about all of that on my way to work, just stressing out and tripping on everything that needs to be done. When really all I had to do that day was stick with my journeyman, get him the tools or the material he needed, and maybe do a couple of the things that he asked me to do, like one task at a time. And, it took a lot of years to push that idea of everything needs to get done today aside and realize I just need to focus on one task at a time, one day at a time. And knowing that now, it's like somebody who works on a car in their garage. I got this car that I'm going to rebuild. Like, they're not doing it all in a day. They got to find parts. They got to, sand, file, polish, grease. Like, there's so many different aspects to like just one task that it takes time, especially when they're working by themselves or just with one other person. You can't rebuild a vehicle in a day unless you have like really a team of 20-30 people in a shop with all the tools and all the parts at your disposal. And even then, that's quite a feat, and so it's one of those things that I've learned over time, and I still have to remind myself once in a while, just one task at a time, one day at a time. Do what you can do today. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.